What up, word? It's your boy Sporty Black checking in again, and I'm basically speaking on the results summit that they had last weekend in the city of Atlanta. You know, this is an annual thing they have. They have a bunch of panelists, they have celebrities, they have entertainers, people that's in politics, people that's in business, entrepreneurs. A lot of people just come in and speak, you know, and just, you know, basically give out a lot of different games and speak on a whole bunch of different topics. And it's an open forum discussion on many different things, right? So, this particular situation I want to speak on, they had Young Thug and Gunna on the panel, and they was asking them a slew of questions. And one of the questions the guy asked Young Thug was, does he feel like 5 to 10 years from now, will Atlanta still be on the top of the hip hop throne in terms of cities with the most influence, right?
Ask the question, where are we going to be in 5 or 10 years? Same question. Where do you think Atlanta's going to be 5, 10 years from now?
Where New York always been. Atlanta, we like the new. We like. I don't see no other city kind of like taking over Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Because we started having new artists come from Atlanta, bro, and we getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And the biggest artists that's like popping right now are from Atlanta. You know.
Yeah. Amen.
We're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going higher and higher. I don't see no other city like gaining the #1 spot again. We got it. Atlanta for sure.
Ask the question.
Not necessarily the cities with the best rappers, but the city with the most influence on hip hop, right? And Young Thug, you know, with no hesitation, he said that, yeah, he feel like Atlanta will be on the top 5 to 10 years from now as far as more influential cities in hip hop, right? He said he don't see no other city coming in and you know, taking over that crown, and basically saying Atlanta, today's Atlanta, is kind of like how it used to be back in New York City, when New York was the mecca of hip hop. Basically, he's saying Atlanta is the mecca of hip hop, right? So, me, I wanted to basically just, you know, chime in and, you know, and give my opinion on this topic right here, because it was a topic that was posted, you know, all around social media, different people, you know, giving their takes and giving their opinions on the topic, right? Now, me personally, you know, I'm born and bred in Georgia, right? I'm from West Georgia, Carrollton to be exact. It's like 45 minutes west of Atlanta, whatnot. But I currently reside up here, you know, in Atlanta metro area now, right? But you know, I'm a student of the game, you know what I'm saying, hip hop, and I came up in the Southern Renaissance, so to speak, when the South, when I first started listening to rap, the South was at the bottom, and then I watched it rise all the way to the top. You know what I'm saying? So I witnessed the whole thing, right? And you know, it was a lot of people that helped pioneer that thing, right? And the reason why Atlanta is the mecca of hip hop right now is because of those pioneers. And it's not just the pioneers from Atlanta, but the pioneers of the South. Because when the Southern Renaissance that I speak about is when people like Uncle Luke from Miami, you know what I'm saying? He came in laying down a blueprint that a lot of people went to following, you know what I'm saying, when they called it booty shaking music, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people went to following that footstep. Even a lot of, you know, DJs and artists is coming up out of Atlanta. At one time, Kilo was the biggest thing in Atlanta. And he was basically, you know, kind of on that booty shaking music, and it was inspired from South Florida, Miami, and a lot of people in Atlanta was on it, you know what I'm saying? But then you got people like, you got Tony Draper from Schwab House out of Houston, Texas. You know what I'm saying? He showed everybody how to really do this thing independently. You got Jay Prince from Houston, showed people how to do this thing independently. You had Master P, you know, from New Orleans. You had Cash Money, Baby Slim from New Orleans, showing everybody how to do this thing independently, right? So that in itself is one of the main reasons why Southern hip hop, you know, rose to the top. Because, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people in New York and these other places, they was focused on just being the best lyricist or the best storyteller, the best rhymer with words that they could be. But you had these artists coming up out the South, they was like, man, you know what? We not sitting around waiting on these white people to, you know, give us an opportunity. We go out here and take our own money and create our own opportunities. We go sell this shit straight out the trunk. We go get in our vans and we go all around the South, You know what I'm saying? Spreading this shit all around the South, man. And that's what they did, you know. They went all around the South putting this shit down, you know, from state to state, coast to coast, you know. And a lot of people, like, for instance, like Gucci Mane, he took that approach with the mixtape game. You know what I'm saying? Gucci came from the bottom and he grind his way to the top. You know what I'm saying? Take somebody like Rocco. Rocco was rich before he even ever got a deal. Then when he finally got signed with Def Jam, he just, you know what I'm saying? So it was a lot of things that helped make Atlanta what it is today. A lot of people, you know, laid down the blueprint, pioneered the path for them. But at the same time, don't make no mistakes about it. Atlanta is a city, it's a black business city. Way before hip hop. It's like over 100 years of successful black business been going on in the city of Atlanta. City of Atlanta is a black city. Always have been. So it's been black people in prominent places for a long time. So Atlanta is a city where you can come in and network. It's a big networking hub. I mean, from the music to film to fashion to modeling to the clubs to art, jazz, everything. You know what I'm saying? People come to Atlanta and they just network because there's so many people doing stuff every day, every night, all day, all night. It's something going on in Atlanta. So if you somebody from out of state or out of town, you can come to Atlanta and just go places, you know what I'm saying? Well, go, you know, patronize somewhere and you can get your material or your product marketed to the people, you know. So it's the same thing with hip hop. So it's like at one time New York was the main hip hop pub because it was all the rappers was at, all the magazine, all the media platforms and the radio stations and everything. So they controlled the whole entire narrative, and they basically let the people that they wanted in, that's who they let in. So now Atlanta got all these same tools as far as platforms and forums to get the music and get the word out. But it's like we don't really got to sit around and wait on a particular CEO or a particular radio station to open up certain doors. You know, these doors are already open. It's easier to get noticed. It's easier to get signed, you know, in Atlanta. It's just the truth, you know. Now, I was telling my homeboy earlier this year, I said, man, I'm gonna tell you now, the city of Memphis, that's who going hard for the 2000 and 2020. I mean, 2020 and 2021. Ain't nobody going as hard as Memphis. They got more hot artists than anybody. And I still stand on that. Like right now, there's way more hot artists coming up out of Memphis than anywhere else. But the thing about that is so much division in that particular city, so much hate going on, so much jealousy, so much beef, that it's hard to really, for the city to really just sustain, you know, dominance or prominence. Because it's like, if you in Memphis, it's like, you either got to sign with CMG or you got to sign with Paper Route. And then they beefing, so it's like, if you sign with CMG, you can't really work with nobody from Paper Route. You know what I mean? And now Gucci, he came in and got a few artists from Memphis. He signed them, opened up another avenue. But what I'm saying, it's just not enough big dogs in the industry in Memphis, you know, as far as movers and shakers. Somebody can make things happen. You know what I'm saying? Now they got a long, illustrious history of dope ass rappers from 8 Ball, MJG, 3-6 Mafia, Frazier Boy. I'm talking about, man, they got a bunch of rappers. I'm talking about a bunch of rappers from back then to now. But a community of hip hop is what I mean. Cause that's what it takes. It takes a big network. You know what I'm saying? A community of people working together to make this thing a conglomerate. You know what I'm saying? So it's multiple, you know, avenues of getting your shit out there, of getting you put on. In Atlanta, it's like that. It's just so much going on. You know what I mean? So other than Memphis, another city who really doing their thing is Detroit. Detroit, man, they putting out some of the dopest shit right now. They got some of the dopest artists right now. You know what I'm saying? And there's several other cities out there like Houston. They still doing their thing. Baton Rouge doing their thing. You know what I mean? New York still doing their thing. Cali, a lot of places. But I gotta agree with Young Thug. I don't really see another city really taking it from Atlanta. And it's not that Atlanta got better rappers. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just talking about the city itself, right? And the influence that it got on the hip hop game. And the money that's being generated, you know what I'm saying, in this said city, you know what I mean? And just the opportunity for somebody to get discovered. I think Atlanta's gonna still go have it 5 years from now, maybe 10 years from now. Cause like you said, every week, every month or so, it's a new hot artist coming up out of Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? And then you got a lot of gatekeepers and a lot of execs who, you know, been in the game for a while that know how to break artists and know what it takes to make an artist pop. They know talent when they see it. You know, and another difference between Atlanta and Memphis, I was speaking on all the beef and the division in Memphis. Atlanta's the opposite. Although you got beef in Atlanta, you know, you got smoke, people get killed, people be hating, you got haters everywhere. But the thing about Atlanta is this. Atlanta one of them cities where you can't be sitting around pocket watching and hating on this man or waiting on that man to do something for you. Atlanta one of them cities, you got to, it's so much going on, you got to get up and move or you gonna get left. So you don't really go have time to be worried about nobody else. You gonna be too busy focused on getting your own bag, on your own grind. You see what I'm saying? And when you on your own grind, get your own bag, that's when opportunity presents itself because people watching. You feel what I'm saying? So my point is, in Atlanta, you got more motivators and inspirators than haters. You see what I'm saying? Don't let that go over your head now. In other cities, you got more haters. Meaning it's only a few people really doing something, so you got a lot of people on the sideline just, you know, hating on them or waiting on them to do something for them or open the door for them. But in Atlanta, you just got a lot of people, you know, maneuvering. You know, they moving their feet. Both trying to get it. You know what I'm saying? Nobody sitting around waiting, man. Folks trying to get it, man. Get it, man. Just like the late great Shawty Lowe said, man, you gotta get it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like Goodmar said, man, you gotta get up, get out, and get something. You feel what I'm saying? You can't spend all your time trying to get high. You know what I'm saying? So that's the difference between Atlanta and a lot of other cities, man. It's just more motion. You know, that's what I would say. You know, and as far as influence, hip-hop influence everything. So right now, it's just more hip-hop influencers in the city of Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? And then it starts to trickle-late to fashion, to, you know, slang, lingo, terminology people use, just the music people are playing majority of the time, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, that's just my take. So I do agree with Young Thug. I think Atlanta will, you know, continue to have shit on smash for the foreseeable future, you know. And a lot of people still coming from other cities and other states to Atlanta to get discovered. Because back in the day, that's what people used to do. They used to go to New York and try to get discovered, or go to LA and try to get discovered. Now they coming to Atlanta to try to get discovered. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just a lot of motion going on, man. I'm Sporty Black. I'm about to sign off. If you're new to the station, hit that sub button, hit that like button, jump in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think about this whole situation. Do you think Atlanta got it on smash and go keep it on smash? Or do you think another city got it on smash? Or what city do you think will surpass Atlanta in the next 5 years? You know what I'm saying? Jump below and rep your city in the comments, man. I'm Sporty Black. I'm signing off, man.